Hey, what's up, y'all? It's week 10 of me trying to get my book back. Once again, I deal with a lot of magic around here, a lot of craziness, satanic, demonic, ghostly stuff. Had a very rough time again last night, sleeping. Checked my blood pressure this morning. I haven't done that in a while since confronted them about the voodoo that I've learned about. I'll post the readings with this video. Yeah, the book has disappeared. I thought about my retainer. If that was going to be an issue. Sure enough, 2 days later, it disappeared. Checkbook disappeared. This stuff happens all the time, man. Sometimes it reappears, and sometimes it doesn't. My book hasn't reappeared. It's been 10 weeks that I've posted videos. Demanding my book back. I don't know if I read this excerpt before, but I'm going to read it again. We're going to jump right into this because I've got stuff I got to do. And there's some other stuff I want to cover right after this, some bonus stuff. So let's just get into it. I'm going to start. It picks up on this page from the last page, mid-sentence. It says, "Day I encountered the same," assuming the last word was this day or whatever, "I encountered the same problem in my small office space. Not ever experiencing this before in my life, I didn't know what it was or exactly where it was coming from. I thoroughly checked my cubicle each day, hoping to find something that would make sense of what I was dealing with. But to my surprise, there wasn't anything peculiar or noticeable in my area other than this very strong demonic scent. I had a small 5x7 cubicle with the desk, computer, and telephone. I began to realize no one could hide anything in my area without it being noticed. So my situation became more puzzling and difficult to figure out. This was truly a mystery with an exclamation point. I remembered leaving work and walking and crying as I headed toward the subway station to go home. I felt so unclean, although I was clean, with quotes and an exclamation point. The clean was with quotes and an exclamation point. I am a clean person and have always been conscious of my appearance. Now I piggyback on this again because I've said it in a few other videos. These Get My Book Back videos. She lived with me in my home. She took 4 or 5 showers and baths a day. I thought something was wrong with her. We now know why. My parents, I was leaving work and walking home crying, and as I headed toward the subway station to go home. I felt so unclean, although I was clean. I am a clean person have always been conscious of my appearance. In fact, I was considered or known to be conceited. She said conceit, but it should be conceited. That's the English major in me. To be conceited, should have been, and it's in quotes, or vain type of person. I have been called that by many people. Years prior to working for the government, I used to model. I did runway modeling for department stores in Center City, Philadelphia. I once modeled clothing for the upcoming season at John Wanamaker's department store while attending Joe Anderson's School of Modeling. I carried a certain air or aura about myself. Again, I tell y'all, people write how they want to be perceived a lot of times, and that's how it comes off. I also tend to carry myself a certain way and not even know it. It was people who always commented and said, she thinks she's cute, or who does she think she is? I was insulted and hurt by the remarks because I didn't realize the type of vibrations or message I was sending out. Truly, I have always been a nice person. I have always treated people with, and then that's the end of the page. They attacked her, as we see. She had a bit of a complex. I brought this up to y'all before. It's in my screenplay, Bad Abby Green. They don't want my screenplay to come out for so many reasons. This movie. Screenplay is completed. Registered and copyrighted. They're afraid of this movie coming out. They stole a bunch of the material from it. They're afraid of their parts coming up. And I mentioned to y'all when I run out of her pages, the little excerpts that she had, I'm going to start reading it, my pages. So you can get a sense and an idea of why they do not want this movie coming out. I'm trying to desensitize them with the movie because I'm coming out with a bunch of stuff myself. A lot of the secrets have already come out. Some of the secrets that I've since learned aren't in the movie, so I don't know why they. And those are worse than the movie. I didn't know it was voodoo. I wrote the movie before I knew all this voodoo stuff. I wrote the movie. I didn't bring anything up about them having babies outside of their marriages and stuff like that. I didn't bring up a whole lot of the illegitimate stuff. But yeah, she had her complex was the fact, and I told y'all this before, that she was around my mother's boys' complexions. And my mother had 3 light-skinned daughters. She was the only heavily melanated one. They probably were jealous of that. Now, she could probably make a case for that, why they attacked her. She had the better shape, and she was a little more melanated. She probably could make a argument about that, although that was her complex. Because my mother, being from the era she was from, was more prone to her lighter-skinned daughters. And there used to be a rumor that my mother only liked light-skinned men, but that's a lie from the pits of hell. Because she got 2 sons that it makes Kunta Kinte look like Steph Curry. So that's a darn lie. So give me my book back. I'm just trying to make a point and let y'all see that it wasn't just me. It was far from just me and Debbie. They've kept me away from Marvin. They don't want me getting anywhere near Marvin because they're they're afraid that I might share stuff with them. Because I wasn't prone to this voodoo thing. I didn't know anything about that. I just know I was going through something. Even when I was living with him, I knew something was going on that was crazy. I didn't know it was voodoo from your own family. Now ex-family. So they gave me a runaround. Won't let me see him, barred everybody else from seeing me. Everybody. There's no ex-family member I can go to where they go, come on in. Let's sit down and bust it out. How you been? None of that. So one of the purposes of this particular video is to expose the fake, and they knew it was coming. That's why they did it. To expose the fake, they found a thread, a 10-year-old thread that I was on. Happened to be on. And they act like they were, well, they found a thread so they could send messages my way. And I'm going to upload them and show you what the messages are. Well, I mean, what they said and how to decipher through the messages. Where do I begin? I don't have the messages in front of me, but I am going to post the messages up. I should have had the messages in front of me so I could address them as I go along. But I will tell you, oh yeah, they said something about the movie. I believe I brought this up in today's daily video that I finally uploaded. I haven't uploaded daily videos in a couple weeks now, at least a couple weeks. It's just so much and so long, and they contended that they're going to step it up or whatever. Ever since I uploaded Sherelle Whitaker's Faye's daughter, her picture in a video, proclaiming that our sisters need to take them wigs off and learn how to love themselves. But what I didn't do, I was nice enough not to put her whole body into the picture. But I will. I will. Not just a headshot. You want to be a star? I'll make you a star. That's what they're supposed to be angry about. Tangela Crockett walked up on me a couple weeks ago, as if everything was fine and dandy. Told her have a nice day. You don't have to be malicious to these devils. You just tell her have a nice day and get away from them.
Have a nice day.
How's it going?
Have a nice day.
Proverbs says it's like dropping, I gotta find what that verse says. It's like dropping coal on their head or something. I gotta find what that verse is. But you don't have to be mean and malicious. That's what they expect when they come to you. And you don't have to be mean and malicious. Have a nice day. Because they're bitter, lonely, divorcee, very low self-esteem, hurting, angry people. And you just show them the God that's in you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. They don't expect that. They looking for the rage and the anger. I've been doing voodoo for darn near 40-something years. And this is how you respond to me? They're hurt people, man. Hurt spirits, and you have to just understand that. They use Shanae, her sister, Mary's youngest daughter, the one I call the oh my goodness, what I call the trap baby. Trap baby. It didn't work. Mary tried to trap her husband in the middle of the divorce. He still married his wife. Despite the pregnancy. We're in the middle of the divorce. I'm already engaged. Trying to give y'all a sense of the type of evil and devil in that family. Trying to give y'all a sense of who these people are. And the type of devil that's leading them. I don't know if that Shanae might not have met her father till she was about 16. And even then, he moved all the way across town, across the country, to try to get away from him. Still hitting with the cancer voodoo, but he needed to get away. Not just from their mother, obviously them too. Witches are what they are. And let me let y'all in on another secret. He wasn't happy in his second marriage either. But he hang in there. You want to know why? Because the Lord blessed him to get out of that first one. Lord have mercy. Woo! Lord, I'll go through it with this one. But God bless, thank you, Jesus, that you got me out of that first one. That's deep. Heavy. Her daughter, Tansla, he got divorced. He couldn't wait to get away from her. He had high blood pressure. He was taking pills. He was gaining weight. The last time I saw him, I never seen him much more. I never seen him so happy. The last time I saw him, never seen him so happy. Y'all have to flee. Y'all get around them devils, and you know it. Don't ignore your feelings. Don't ignore those signs. Flee. I was as nice as I could be under all these circumstances. I was nice as I could be. Have a nice day. Just get away from me. If you start an argument and do all this stuff, you're still keeping that energy near you. Just tell him bye. Bye. Get that devil away from you as soon as you can. He already got his imps in here. All around me, all day and all night. I don't need another one. Bye. And take your spirits with you. I got enough around here. Tell him bye. Her husband said bye. And quiet as kept. Shanae's husband too. I met him one day because this is way back when I didn't know what was going on with me. We met to talk about me. And if you listening, husband, I guess you still married. Probably ain't. But he had his own concerns at that time. And you know what? I ain't say nothing. Because I know the type of family he's dealing with. He wanted me to say, oh no, she ain't like that. I couldn't. All I did was listen. You don't want me to talk. All I did was listen. He said, we're here for you, and I'm talking about me. You know, that's funny, because I was thinking, and if she, and then I ain't say nothing. Because y'all know this is Truth TV. I don't lie. You keep prying, you're going to get the truth. I don't lie. I ain't say nothing. Who else was on that thread? I think Erica's name was on that thread. Erica is Barbara. Barbara, the one they call Nana, my mother's oldest daughter. Erica was on that thread too. She's the one who married the immigrant, young boy, about 10 years younger than her. She had to marry him so he can get the green card. And then they found out he was running around with the white girl on the same apartment complex. That one. She's the Erica. Erica, the one that was conceived in the back of the taxi. The one that's about 6'2". Her mother is 4'11". And the mother's husband is 5'9". He's the one where maybe I'll put the link back up. I did his video, Why Did I Get Married? Y'all can go look at that one. They want to play, and we can play. Text me with all this sickness. Ring my phone when you find out that as soon as I thought of another revelation about a month ago. I said, oh my goodness, wait a minute. And I don't know if this spirit or demon or whatever brings me information or awakens me. Well, I'm sitting there I ain't got nothing but time to think unless I'm doing my stuff. I said, wait a minute, you know what? You mean he's the father of that child? I was blown away, man. The next day she calls me. Calls on my phone, leaves a message. I'm going to let you hear the message. You hear the cough in it. You hear that's the demonic cultic cough. I pointed out.
Hi, Darnell, I miss you. And I hope that we could talk. Call me when you get a chance. You know, we all getting older now. Give me a call. I miss you. Debbie asked about you, too. Got my my number. Call me.
Okay, this time I want y'all to listen for the slight cough. Listen for the slight demonic cough.
Hi, Darnell. I miss you. And I hope that
Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. I'm out. I did videos on RDH. That's Debbie's son. They lived with me for years. Left my house in the thousands. She just got some case money. Left my house in my bills in the thousands. I was giving her money every week to pay for it and trusting her. Y'all better not ever trust no devilish stuff. I told y'all she was trying to live right, but they had gotten her after a while. And then I'm in humiliation, sacrifice. So get him while you're there. She did. Did a whole bunch of stuff. They gave a whole bunch of old furniture to bring in my house before she moved out. Left my house all junked up with all kind of crazy, heavy furniture. Old furniture. Bills in the thousands. I was giving her money every week to pay on my bills at my house. Never checked on anything I trusted. Got her case money and moved out. That's when they really worked on her. Kept her from working. You need us, and that's when they really worked on her. Now they got her. I'm gonna show you how she used to dress. And before they got to her, was hitting her and gave her the big stomach, I call it the big tummy. I always tell y'all, watch out, that big tummy. That's all voodoo. All voodoo. I'm gonna show you how she dressed before she got the voodoo with the big tummy. And then once they hit her with it. I'm listening because usually when they know I'm probably shooting or doing something in my apartment, they can hear it. They'll walk and talk outside of my door all day. Other than that, it's quiet as a mouse. But that's what they do. Who else am I on next? Yeah, Barbara made the phone call. She was the day after my revelation. They know everything. It's crazy. That's why I'm going to show you. They gave me more texts today. There were more texts today from that thread of 10 years ago. But that was to let me know that I was doing something and thinking about it. So looking at pictures and thinking about it, because I got to put the pictures up for y'all. They was letting me know, we know what you're doing. And I had a thought about my mother's son, Tony, which I'm not going to share with y'all. I'm going to hold that one. Lest they keep pushing. I'm going to hold that one. Because I'm embarrassed to even talk about it. But while we on the subject, I need to let y'all know. I always show y'all the rec license plate. They have that around me all the time, the rec license plate. Well, he was a wreck chaser. Something that my father just looked down his nose at, just couldn't stand. That's why they really didn't have a relationship. Because he was ashamed to come around my father. My first thing my father would ask you is, what are you doing these days? Anybody. What are you doing? None of her sons would go around her. They wasn't doing enough. Nothing to his liking. Nothing that he could be proud of. So he didn't have a real relationship with them. Tony wouldn't go around him. the wreck chaser. My father would say, wreck chaser? But, you know, he just didn't, he only wanted to hear nothing about it. But my point with that is, it was a big thing in that family, having a case. I just told y'all about Debbie's case. Having a case with cars and all, you know, car accidents and stuff. Well, for some reason, and I want y'all to know that it's a demonic thing. Every accident that I was ever in, he knew about immediately. And the biggest accident I was in, the one where I had this golf ball on my head, he beat the ambulance to the hospital. Oh, this stuff I thought about, but I wouldn't let trip about it. But now I know. And I need y'all to know. That's what I do, try to help somebody. I need y'all to know. This stuff is called an accident. This stuff ain't an accident. That's why this wreck license plate is around me. One of the license plates is around me all the time. The wreck. He can make it happen at any time. Anytime. It's voodoo. I keep telling you I'm gonna do something about with the medical field real soon, so you can understand a little more. But they have to, things have to happen. Hospitals is big business too. They got to keep them beds full. Prisons are big business. They got to keep them prisons full. Judges have to go to work. They got to put people before these judges. Lawyers need money. They got to bring cases to them. This is the American way, man. This is how it works. And the best way to do it is voodoo. I told you they had my blood pressure 210 over 130 every morning to start my day. Hitting me with voodoo overnight, every day, every night. 30 years. I couldn't understand it, man. I don't know nobody healthier than me. A healthier lifestyle in mine. Voodoo. Jealousy, envy, strife. Bitterness, loneliness. Not as talented. Vengeful. So that the devil will help you get all kind of worldly revenge. It's crazy, man. I know there's so much stuff. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? That's it, man. I think, but I'm going to include Debbie's conversation. She left a message because I got off of the point. But the RDH, I made an RDH video. You can go check that out and understand why she called me and left a message. And she used the FAM gesture, the FAM for family, the family we're attacking you gesture. FAM is fam. I'll show you the license plate with that one too. But she put that gesture in the conversation. And I want you to hear how they kind of, once again, Barbara does the cultic cough in her call. Debbie does the fam. But they have to leave some kind of gesture or don't even, I'm going to show you the text and all stuff too. They have to leave the texts with the praying hands, the hearts, all of that stuff is cultic. When they reach out, they're not really reaching out, they're sending a cultic message. This is what we're doing to you, and we can do this to you and still act like a loving, as some kind of alibi or But I expose everything. It's all cultic and voodoo. Debbie uses the fam gesture. Barbara does the cultic cough gesture. After my revelation that she had a baby with some other, it makes to me, in my opinion, it makes having a baby with your little baby sister's husband look like a walk in the park. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But now, like I said, they text because I was thinking about something that Tony did at one time. Besides the fact that he kept my money for one of the cases, and that lawyer fired him immediately. Maybe that's what some of his business. I don't know. But I think I talked long enough for this. I want my book back. This is what this is supposed to be all about. But at the same time, y'all know I'm going to get some stuff off my chest. The devil is a lie. They take turns. They give each other different turns to say some or do some slick stuff. Tangela was a couple weeks ago, walking up on my car. That's because I put her mother's video up again. And she followed, one of the times she followed me, I caught her following me in the mall. Each time I put that one up, she did the first two times, Mary popped up herself. The second time, the third time, Tangela popped up. And I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna put something together for that too, because they all know how to pop up and come over to that field and act like they were just passing by. It was a coincidence. I'm gonna put something up with that too. I'm gonna put something together with that too. Won't take as long as this one, but you'll see how poignant it is. They like to come over to that field. That's pretty much the only place you can find me, unless you go to the outskirt fields that I go to. But I'm always at that one. It's right down out next to the apartment complex. I'm always at that one. And I swear I stopped to drop my trash off during the day. That's where Tangela live. Everything's timed. Everything's timed. But trying to make sure I got everything in. But that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I've said enough. It'll all come up again. Trust me. Once they keep taking turns sending each other. I don't want them to get on me today. You do it. You send this or you send that. They try to take turns. Because they want to hear they want to hear dirt on each other. That's how they do. That's how they do. They want to hear dirt on each other. They tell me they'll say Tangela getting the divorce or whatever. Tangela sneak and tell me, Sherelle the husband asked her for a divorce too. Sherelle come Sherelle come to New Jersey, and that's when she cheated on her husband. All of this stuff. Well, this was way back in the day. Trust me, this was before Sherelle was. Sherelle's 350 pounds now. This was a couple. This was a while back, a couple decades ago. But this is what they do with their husband. You know, that sort of thing. This is why Shanae's husband wanted to talk. And I called him to talk to me about with my ordeal. And he wound up getting stuff off his chest. That's me keep talking because I'm trying to get stuff out before I forget. Anyway, want my book back. I'm out.
Hey, boy, how you doing? I was just talking about you with Sherelle and Tanya earlier. Yeah, they ain't nobody hear from you. So, all right, just call in and touch base with you. Tell you we all still love you. And keep in touch with your fam. Give Tanya and Sherelle a call and be a call. All right, it's just big sister Deb. And that's it. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call. Give me a call back. All right. Talk later. God bless. All right. Bye-bye. I just tired, man.
By the way, y'all need a real word. I ain't talking about a word from these false prophets. I ain't talking about the lies. I ain't talking about the watered down words. I'm talking about truth. Somebody that's not afraid to give you the truth. Somebody who's not afraid to tell it like it is. It's only a few minutes, but it'll help you start your day. It'll help you start your Sunday. You're able to decipher whether your real pastor, your pastor of your church is a false prophet or not. He's not going to give you the truth. They can only preach what they're allowed to preach to you. They can only preach what they're allowed to preach to you. Come get the real word. I just gave you a few words. I'm trying something new. I'm gonna do this every Sunday. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully I can stick with it. But y'all need a word. It even help you start your Sunday before you go to church. If you want to hear it when you come home, you feel like you was cheated at church, a waste of time. I've been there. But get a real word. Starting this Sunday. It'll be up first thing in the morning. Starting this Sunday, come get you a real word. The truth. Not just not just to make you feel good, but get it. I like to call it some type of edutainment, not entertainment, but educational. It's historical as well. It's real. It's what's real and current. and historical. The truth, though, as it pertains to the word and your peace of mind. I'm out. Real quick, this one last thing. I just want to reiterate, looking at this text again, this group text thread, and as you see, Debbie says, can y'all start another thread? That's the gesture to let me know that they're actually purposely texting on that 10-year-old thread. I hope they take her advice. And I'm asking them nicely to stop sending me messages. They admitted that they're looking at the movies, although they can misconstrue that too. But we all know what's going on. And they'll definitely get this message. They'll definitely get this video. Stop texting on threads that I'm on. I'm not going to block you. I'm sure that's what you're checking for. I'm not going to block you. That's what you wanted to look like. I'm blocking you. I'm always, my phone's always open for an apology. And if your father, the devil, is not going to let you apologize. But my phone is always open for you for an apology. That's the only thing it's open for. Stop texting and calling me. And another thing, Debbie, it's also, I tell you, everything is the gestures, the hands, the heart, the praying hands, the heart, the hearts, the smiley emoji with the kiss, all that's satanic cultic gestures. But the cigarette smoking is also a satanic cultic gesture. And Debbie misspells spoke, well, I don't even think it's Debbie, it's Tanya, the one whose husband had a baby with the white girl around the corner from him, Tanya Whitaker. Spells smoke, and where it's supposed to be spoke, it's supposed to look like a misspell, typo. The smoke is a cultic gesture. She makes it look like it's a typo. Instead of spoke, she spelled smoke. That's a cultic gesture. The cigarette smoke and fire, arson gesture. Just wanted to cover all that. Don't call me, don't text me, none of that stuff.